Good morning, S1 to S3. Well, we are back in school and what a week it has been. Things have been a bit different and hopefully we're finding our way with this. Firstly, we want to speak to you about your entrances. We found very quickly that it was very difficult to get everybody in the two doors, and we've made changes to that. Hopefully, everybody's now very aware of those changes and making their way to the correct area. The S1 entrance is beside the girls' toilet area, the S2 entrance is beside the boys' toilet area, and the S3 entrance is in the middle, which would normally be a fire exit beside the lift. At the end of break, at the end of lunch, at the start of the day, these are all your areas to make your way into the school, sanitise your hands and move through the building. During social times, so times when you're not in classes, so that's at the start of the school day, break time and lunch time, all young people should be outside. There should be no young people in the building unless they have a reason to be there. And by reason, that would really be that they were looking to speak to their guidance teacher because something was going on for them. Other than that, there are no exceptions. Everybody should be outside. We cannot allow you to congregate inside where you would all be in one confined space. So social times, guys, it's outside. Uniform and equipment. There was a bit of confusion initially about what we were allowed to do in terms of uniform, but for Madras College it's really important for part of our security policy that we are all in full uniform. You will have noticed this week that your registration teachers have been speaking to you about uniform. We've been reminding you about uniform. Make sure that you're in your uniform when you're around the building at all times. To allow us to ensure that you're safe and that the right people are in the right place, we need to be able to identify you. So that means blazers and ties when you're moving around the building at all times. Equipment, you must have your own. We've been through this, guys. Please do not be sharing equipment with each other or borrowing equipment. We need that you bring your own equipment. Movement around the building. We have worked very hard this week to have everything in place so that you know which directions you are moving in. You will see the arrows along the corridors and the line up the middle of the corridors. Ensure that you stay to the left hand side and in single file where possible. This is essential to allow everybody to move around the building safely, to keep you safe and us safe. So stick to the left and stay into the side, please. In addition to that, the stairwells are a pinch point for us, which means there are lots of people trying to go in the same direction. So we have made sure that we're all heading in the same direction. Stick to the stairwell rules. At the end of the school day, when the bell rings for everybody leaving, then you can all go down any stairwell to exit the building.
Morning guys, Mr. Wishart here. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about test and trace. Now, test and trace is the method that the NHS will use to identify those who may have been in contact with somebody who tests positive for COVID-19. As a result of that, and in order for us to help with that, we have asked your teachers to create seating plans in every single class. What that means, folks, is that if you are asked to sit in a seat, that you sit in that seat. You will not be able to change your seats because we need to know exactly where you are and where those around you are at every moment. In addition to that, you must remain in your classes. You cannot just be wandering about the school. We need to know where you are every second of the day. Okay, so please, in order for the school to comply with test and trace, we need you to be where you are supposed to be. Okay, bathroom breaks, folks. You need to be going to the bathroom at break time and lunch time. Those are the times that we have allocated to you for you to use the bathroom. Those are your times, so you should be going to the bathroom at break and lunch. Please do not congregate in the bathrooms. Go in, use the facilities, make sure you're washing your hands thoroughly, and then leave again. Please do not gather in groups in the bathrooms. Community folks. So this is about being a good neighbour to those around us. An awful lot of you are leaving the school grounds at lunchtime, and that's okay. You're going to get your lunches, but please be aware that we have members of the public out and about as well, and in order for us to be good neighbours, we need you to do your bit. So please, when you're going into shops or takeaways, you should be using a mask. We shouldn't be seeing you in there without a mask unless you have a medical reason for that. The shops and the takeaways should be enforcing that rule. If you're meeting people on the pavement, please stand aside to allow them to pass. Please do that safely. Don't want to see pupils walking up the road. Okay, folks, do it safely, be respectful of those around us, and be good neighbours. Buses. So the buses at the moment are very, very busy. There's lots of you trying to get on them, and that's okay. There are plenty of seats for everybody, but you need to be on the correct bus for you. Do not get on a different bus because you want to go to your friend's house. We've talked about test and trace already. This is part of that. So please, when you have been allocated a bus, that is the bus you must use. If you're on a public bus, you have to wear a mask.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you very much for listening. All of these messages are designed to keep you safe and us safe. So please follow the instructions of staff, do what we're asking you to do, and hopefully, fingers crossed for everybody, we'll have a successful term. Thanks very much. Bye.